Hey guys, welcome back to Delving into the Cold. I'm Dee. We're gonna do something a little different today. I did a poll a couple of months ago on my personal Facebook page asking if anyone would be interested in me doing a book review every, couple of weeks, every month, every couple of months, something to that effect. The poll ended up being a tie between yes and no. So I'm going to test it out. If, there's not a positive response, I probably won't do it again. But if you guys like it, let me know, and I'll definitely try to do some more of these. Also, this is not going to go up on my podcast website or on Podbean. It's just going to be on my YouTube channel. And the reason for that is because this isn't really going to be a podcast. It's kind of just going to be where I talk about a book that I really enjoy that I've read probably 4 or 5 times already. So yeah. And also, if you've seen any of the videos on this YouTube channel, you'll know that my other channel got deleted because it was part of my college Gmail account, and my college decided to delete that 2 years after, well, not even 2 years after I graduated, which is news to me. So, anything that I put out is going to go onto this account. I'm going to try to work with YouTube and Google to get my other content transferred over, but I can't make any promises. I do have, I think, 4 of the videos from my other account already uploaded onto here, and I'm working on trying to get the rest of them. There's, I think, 6 more to try and get, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get them. I'm going to try, though. Alright, so let's get into it. The book I'm going to be reviewing today is Blood and Chocolate. And like I said, this is a book that I've read probably 4 or 5 times. It's one of my favorite books. It's just very well put together, very well, I don't even know how really to describe it. The way that Annette Curtis Klause writes is beyond anything that most writers are capable of today. She lays out the story, she takes her time, she paces herself, she doesn't dive, head first into hurrying up and getting the story finished. She wants to tell a story, she wants to lay out her plot, and she does so very well. And so this is, to me, it's a fantastic book. Whether you're into supernatural books or not, I think you would probably enjoy this, because even if you ignored the fact that it was about loup-garou or as we would probably call them, werewolves, it's a book that at its essence is about this girl who is trying her best to just be her own person and not be what everybody else tells her she needs to be. This book was published in 1997 under the category of paranormal romance for young adults. And like I said, Annette Curtis Klause wrote it, and she has some other books that I've read, and she's an excellent author in my opinion, but this book to me stands out as my top book for her. I discovered this book when I was in high school. I was working in a library, and I've always been really into vampires and werewolves, witches, things of that sort, and I was looking for a book to read, and I happened upon this one, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I think I personally own 2 copies of it. I've read it so many times. It's one of those books that I never get tired of reading. And actually, as an author myself, I take a lot of inspiration from Annette Curtis Klause. I think that, if you are looking for something that, while yes, it does have quote-unquote monsters in it, but you want something that isn't the main focus of the story. I think Annette Curtis Klause, overall, as an author, does a great job of that. So basically, the book is about a young girl named Vivian, and they're trying to force her into being the perfect little, essentially kind of like a housewife, I guess you would call it, in terms of, the werewolf community. And she's just not having it. She doesn't want to do what they say. She ends up falling for a guy who, for all intents and purposes, they don't go together. But she falls for him anyway, and without giving too much away, she, eventually does discover that, blood is thicker than water, but, it takes her a while to come to that decision, and when she does come to that conclusion, she discovers that maybe the person that is actually trying to take care of her and protect her has been right there all along, and the person that's trying to be her undoing has also been there. So, again, I'm not going to give too much away because I don't want to, spoiler, be a spoiler, sorry. I don't want to spoil the story if you guys are interested in reading it, and I would highly suggest you do. You can probably pick up a copy for pretty cheap. Like I said, it's like a 21-year-old book. It's, and you can probably find a PDF version online somewhere for free, or, a few dollars maybe. Overall, I would give the book an A+. I think that it's a really, it's a good book, and I get bored easily, so if I can go back and read this book 4 or 5 times, it's a good book. Like I said, let me know if you want to hear more. I read a lot. I always have, always been that kid that's, tucked herself away in her room and read for, hours at a time. And I'm an author now, and, I write my own books, so I think that was just kind of the first indication that that's what I wanted to be when I grew up. So let me know if you liked it. If you did, then I'll try to do more of these. And if you didn't, then that's okay too. I don't have to do more. This is just something else that I enjoy that I wanted to share with you guys. And, so yeah, hit me up, coldunsolvedmysteries@gmail.com. You can find me on, Instagram at DEE9413, on Tumblr at all caps DEE9191994. You can go to the author's website that I have set up. It's dgirl94.wixsite/mysite, I believe, or .wixsite.com/mysite. And you can, just comment on the bottom of this video, start a conversation. Let me know if you've read this book. Let me know if you've read anything else by Annette Curtis Klause. I love to get book recs because, again, I read,